Hey YouTube, how are you today? This is your girl Shells. I am here today to talk about Break Me to Make Me. The name of this video is called Break Me to Make Me. Okay, first off, I would like to say that TMAU is an emotional disease. One must master self control to control his or her emotional state. I know that sounds kind of weird, doesn't it? Break me to make me. TMAU is an emotional disease one must master self control to control his or her emotional state. Okay. People, people who have TMAU, one must master his or her emotions. If you do not master your emotions with TMAU, this disease will destroy you. If you do not master TMAU, your emotional state will make or break you. TMAU, that what I've learned, is an emotional disease. It affects the emotions. Have you ever heard of somebody, tell another person you're just emotionally out of control? When you have been ridiculed, defamed, bullied, and disrespected for such a long period of time, it affects the emotional state. It will not just drive you crazy, but it will take you out of control. Sometimes it will take you out of control so bad where you're paranoid, and every time you hear the word stink, deodorant, lotion, Bath and Body Works, Victoria's Secret, whatever it is that triggers your TMAU, you will automatically get on the defense. TMAU is an emotional disease, people. The minute that you learn to control your emotional state, you have conquered TMAU. True or false? TMAU affects you emotionally and mentally more than physically. Is it the smell that's really getting on your nerves or other people's nerves? Or is it tampering with your thoughts so bad that's the part that's breaking you down? Sassy Spikes, how you doing? I will say that again. Is it the smell? Ace, what's up, man? Absolutely, absolutely. TMAU is a emotional disease. It's a depression more so than a physical issue. The thing that is killing you is the emotional state that it puts you in. It puts you in defense 24/7. Wherever you go at, to the grocery store, to the gas station, you have to interact on a social basis. Anxiety, your adrenaline begins to flow because it is an emotional disease. You'd be very surprised. You will think that the physical is the part that's really killing you, but it's not the physical that's killing you, it's the emotional state. And to be quite honest with you, family, listen to me when I say this here to you. This particular issue can be controlled emotionally. True indeed, we cannot control how other people view you, what they say to you, or how they feel about you. but indeed we can control our state of mind and how we feel about certain situations. The emotional state is killing you. Hey, Miss Milton, it is not the physical aspect of TMAU. If you have to live with TMAU, ladies and gentlemen, for the rest of your life, the thing that you have to control is your emotional state of mind. Moving right along. Break me to make me. This is one of my favorite ones, and you're not going to understand when I say it at the beginning, but by the end of this passage, you will understand me completely, ladies and gentlemen. Break me to make me. We need to be broken, family. No, I am not crazy. No, I am not wishing bad on any of my family. Listen to what I am saying to you. Read between the lines. Read between the lines. We need to be broken, family. Break me. Here are the key words. Break me to rebuild me. Sometimes God's break you and place you in the most awkward and uncomfortable positions to place you in a higher position of authority. Authority figures are considered leaders. Leaders must possess a strong backbone. TMAU is preparing you to deal with whatever comes at you. But see, you didn't think of it like that. You thought of it as an affliction and that your world is going to end because people are running away from you because you stink. TMAU is getting you set to be put in a higher power of authority. When you are placed in a higher power of authority, there are going to be different instances and different situations that you're going to encounter. And you're going to have to know how to deal with those situations. Okay? He is placing you in a higher position because of the trials and tribulations that you're being afflicted with right now, today. I truly believe that this disease came about to put you in a position where you're going to be insulted. Your reputation will be defamed. He is putting you in a position where people are going to talk about you until the day that you die. They will gang up on you. They will talk about you. They will slander you. They're going to put all kinds of names on you, right or wrong, negative or positive, true or false. He is building you to have a backbone to begin your journey. While you're sitting around feeling like you're on hold, watching other people get their blessings because you have an odor to you, or that your breath stinks, or that your body stinks, he is preparing you for one of the biggest blessings. So why envy another person's blessing? Because what for you, my friend, is for you. Your journey is not a family member's journeys, a best friend's journeys, or a boyfriend's journey. Your journey belongs strictly to you. Your journey has been written for you. Your journey has been predestined. Why are you tampering with that? Because you don't understand why you go through what you go through. Anybody ever tell you when you first go through something, sometimes it's not meant for you to understand. Sometimes it just happens. And some things happens whether you're ready or not for it to happen. You may not be ready for it to happen, but God makes moves where you're gonna be put in a position where you have no choice but to make it or let it break you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is about to get real. You hear what I'm trying to say to you? This is about to get real today. I'm going to say this once again. TMAU is an emotional disease. One must master self control to control his or her state of the emotions. Anybody, the old people ever tell you You got two ears, one mouth for a reason. The things that we go through, Rico, makes us great. Humility equals greatness. A person that possesses true power goes through a hell of a lot of humiliation. Humiliation is the key to success. It builds character, it builds a strong state of mind. Once you take your emotions out of the equation, you become great. Therefore, nobody controls you. You control it once the emotion is taken out of TMAU. Today, I'm trying to get you to look at TMAU from the positive aspect and not the negative. I am giving you the key factors of how TMAU is beneficial to you. And I will go deeper. Okay. You must be broken of pride, being a narcissist, or to think you have been given more power than you possess. TMAU brings us back to the realistic days. Okay. There's no hiding TMAU. It brings you back for you to understand that you are no better than the next person. That the only person who does possess true power is the man upstairs. And he can make you, break you, take it, and do it in any given time. He is letting you know that I run this show. I don't care what you hate. I don't care what you feel. I don't care if you understand it or not. But I need to put you here so you can complete whatever assignment I have designed for you. Whether it's bad breath, stinky body odor, humility, embarrassment, or defamation of character. I need to put you here. I don't care what you want over here. I need you to be right here, right now. It doesn't matter if you're ready or not to move over here right now. I'm ready for you to move. So this is what he does. He puts you in this situation to get you prepared. There are three different phases of TMAU. Three different phases that one will encounter when going through with TMAU. You will encounter denial, you will encounter coping, and then you will encounter accepting. The denial process is probably one of the most crucial processes that you're going to go through when you're dealing with this emotional disease. Denial is a trickster, okay? You're tricking yourself into thinking that you do not have it and it is really there. Can I also say it once again? You are tricking yourself into thinking that it's not there, but when you go out into public, realistically, they are letting you know that it is there. Understand that this can happen to anyone, okay? You say phrases like, when you're in the denial process, these are the phrases that you think to yourself and say to yourself. Phrases like, not me, I'm not going through this, or this could never happen to somebody like me, or they must be talking about somebody else. I understand that in life, nobody wants to deal with a disease like this. The denial process is probably one of the hardest phases to go through because you do not want to believe that what you got going on exists, but every day you're reminded that it actually does exist. If you go through a denial moment, go to the grocery store or go get your hair done, go get a pedicure. They will remind you that your denial is soon to become reality. The second phase to this is coping. Coping. Um, Over analyzing insults, a lot of research, trying to get others to understand, losing jobs, going to counselors, going to therapy. Coping, when you're over analyzing insults, you're wondering, why would somebody say that to me? I don't understand. I wouldn't ever say anything like that. Why did this person feel like they had the right to say that to me? Then you get on the internet and start researching the mystery on body odor. How many people has TMAU affected? You start looking at ratios. You start looking at diets. Okay. This is the coping. You begin losing your job. You're in the coping phase. You're almost on the reality stage, therapy, etc. Okay. So you're going through all of this stuff. You're going home, you're ready to kill yourself. You're calling girlfriends, family, you're pouring your heart out, you're sheltering yourself. You don't know what you're gonna do. Hmm? You try to run into places and handle business and then run back out as quick as possible, making it very uncomfortable for you because you're scared that somebody's gonna smell you. Been there, done that. And that is another phase that really scares me. The coping, because this is one of the hardest things to cope with in life. This is a very hard thing to be able to cope with. It's to realize that you have to wake up every morning, get dressed, wash up, brush your teeth, and still stink. Let's not forget, this is a AAA meeting. My name is Shelly Ballard. And guess what? I stink. Now that you told everybody that I have stink, what's next? What is next? Now that we got the hard part out of the way, let's get to business. Real deal. How you doing, mama? That's right. Invite family members in. For the family members that keep on saying that it's all in your head, it is not all in your head. These are the same family members that's lighting incense, spraying air freshener, spraying Febreze when you leave, and all of the above, and saying, "Oh my God," the minute that you turn your back and walk out of the door. We do not need you to lie to us. We do not need you to hurt our feelings. It's not about that. This is the realness. This is the life that your brother, your daughter, your husband could be living, and they need all the emotional support that they can gain. Because if they're not strong enough, the world will break them. So family members who's out there, somebody in the family got something like this, I need you to encourage them on the emotional level. We don't need you to down them and say you stink. We need you to encourage them. The last time I came on here, I read an article about a 17-year-old committing suicide because she couldn't deal with the bullying in school. It's that serious. It is sincerely that serious. We don't need you to keep lying to us like that. The last thing we need is another fake, phony person on our end. Do not tell me that I don't stink and you're taking out a thing of incense to burn. Do not bring up a fish market or another person's breath stink and we already know that you're talking about us. Real deal. Yeah, the TMAU overcomers. Okay. We do not need all of that ignorance. We already know what's going on with us. No disrespect, family. We love you, but we know when you're lying. Stop the lies. We don't need the lies. We grown now. We grown now. We ain't got time to be telling lies. Okay, this is real. We don't need the lies. Okay, we don't need to be used because we got TMAU. None of the above. We're not gonna bow down to you because we have it. Either take us or leave us, love us or not. We could. You're gonna get to the point where you care less. Family members are going to lie. Yes, Ace and Real Deal Chick. Family members are definitely gonna lie. They are the biggest liars, man. You just want to shake them and say, "Why the hell do you keep lying? What are you gaining out of lying?" And if you do look at me in my face and say, "Chick, you stink," the only thing I can say is thank you for being so real. Thank you for being real. I didn't got so tired of being lied to. I need somebody. I need somebody in my corner to say, "You stink." Real deal chick. Work is gonna be the worst situation you're gonna be in. Work is gonna be the worst situation. See, I'm not just talking to you all because I think I know everything. Real deal, and the rest of the crew up here. I have been through 26 jobs. I've been let go from 26 jobs. I've had the experience. You name it, I've seen it. My job is to help other people to cope with TMAU because I have it. There is no cure currently right now for TMAU. So what I'm doing is uplifting you emotionally because that's the thing that's going to get you through this. How well you control your emotional state with TMAU. TMAU comes with age, growth, maturity, and learning how to control your emotions. The minute that you learn to control your emotions, nobody can control you. That means that if somebody insults you and say it smells in here, it smells like a fish factory, it smells musty in here, you may not wanna do this, but I'm gonna say do this. Miss Milton, yes, ma'am. You welcome. I love you, Miss Milton. The minute somebody insults you or say something stinks in here, the minute what you say is you compliment them. In order to be great, you have to stand outside of your normal state and do something that you're not used to doing. Come in my booty. Thank you so much. Because TMAU is an emotional state. It's not necessarily the physical that's driving you crazy. It's the emotional. It tampers with your thoughts. It makes you second guess a situation. You don't know whether you're at a 10. You don't know whether you're at a 2. You don't know what's going on. You think you're smelling good till you walk into that store and then you pay for something. The lady nose is running. She's cutting her eyes at you. She's telling other coworkers they're whispering about you. TMAU is an emotional disease. Listen to me when I tell you the minute that you learn to control the emotional part of this disease, that's when you start winning. Hmm? Break me down to make me. Let it break you down. Let TMAU break you. God will break you down to rebuild you and place you in a place of authority where you need to be. Let it break you. Breaking you is not such a bad thing. You all didn't look at it that way. That's the whole problem. You would get a piece of paper, put a line down the middle. Hey, Dotson, you would put a line down the middle and say good things, bad things. And your bad row would be filled with all of these negative comments and how it makes you feel. But you never look at the bright side of it because you were so busy trying to operate off of the world and not operate off of God. See, that's the problem. You were so busy looking at the negative of the people running away from you, the people who bullying you, the people who sneak dissing you. You know what I'm saying? The people who get in the cars driving off real fast, the people who put in incense by your door, you so concerned about how they are making you feel. They could not make you feel if you were in charge of your emotional state. I said it. Nothing could break you if you were charged in charge of your emotional state. Ooh, that's so deep. Think about that, ladies and gentlemen. You wouldn't be worried if you were in touch with your emotional well being. These people that are putting incense by your door, these people that are sneak dissing you, these people who talking about you who don't even know you, who are they? Followers, hypocrites. I bet you my last food stamp on my EBT card. Hear me when I tell you this. I bet you my last food stamp on my EBT card that the person that is insulting you is more broken than you. It don't get no realer than that, ladies and gentlemen. Sneak dissing. Yeah, they be trying to sneak diss. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to let everybody know that you know what they doing. You don't have to let everybody know that you know what they doing. When they do what they do, you just know you make it a mental note on how to carry them. Let them sneak this. 9 times out of 10, they clowns. Any way a clown can perform, you put on a show. Well, it's true. The only way that a clown can put on a show is if you give them attention. Don't quit, real deal. Let them fire you. If you cannot take it, if you can't take it, I actually get it. I have walked out of 2 or 3 jobs myself. I was concerned about financially supporting my family, but I said I wasn't in control enough of my emotional state. I was not in control of my emotional state at that time. If you are not in control of your emotional state, you got people who running up into jobs, postal, ready to kill everybody in there because they've been bullied for so long. If you are not yet in tune with your emotional state, the best thing that you probably could do is leave. Now, the great side of that is that you at a job, you're working for your employer 8 or 9 hours a day. Some people actually, some people actually work more than 8 or 9 hours a day. Okay. So you're working for this employer and you're making this employer rich. I love you, real deal. I'm thankful for you too, honey. So you're making this employer rich. You're clocking in, you're clocking out. If they don't like a situation, they don't like the way you look, the way you smell, they can terminate your contract at any given time. Ain't that what they say on the documents when you sign for the job? If they don't like anything about you, they can terminate employment at any given time, correct? Okay. So when you have TMAU, let's go back to what we can control. We have people starting different business ventures. Everybody has something that they're very good at. You can start your own business venture. You can work from home as well. Okay. If you are not in a situation, if you're not in a situation where you can financially just sit home, where you have parents who really love you and can support you financially, stay where you are, build some money, or maybe get you some tax money and try to get you a business. You got people running medical transportation business. You got people who's doing daycare, so they won't really have to go out in the public, even though you're going to have to be around the kids and everything. You have different things, and then you get to the point where sometimes, even if you don't want to, you can build your business can be so big where you can have people working for you. You get what I'm trying to say? You get so big and so on your game where your emotional state is not impacted in any kind of way, then you can have people working for you, and all you got to do is go collect the money. Well, you can, and it is possible. Some people just don't want to really put in the work. It's just easier to work for another person. And the crazy thing is that y'all put y'all blood, sweat, and tears into these jobs. And if they don't like the way you smell, you gone. You working extra harder than the next person because you feel like you have to because they smell you, they talking about you stink. And they'll fire you. They will fire you. All that hard work you didn't put in the job, and they'll fire you. When you can pretty much go into business for yourself, make your own money, and do your own thing. When you the boss, can't nobody fire the boss. And that's just something I wanted to put out there. That's just something that I needed to put out there. She's so funny. I love you more. Yes, Ace, Ace. Hey Diana, what's going on? Ace, let me say this here to you. Most of them don't even like themselves. You are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. I am 35 years old, and I do want to say this. I want to say that, no disrespect, but a lot of 35-year-olds, I'm not going to say they're not on my level, but they're not doing the same thing that I'm doing. Okay? I love my struggle. I have learned to, in a whole lot of ways, accept TMAU because it's a part of me. If it wasn't a part of my makeup, then it wouldn't have happened. I am dealing with the cards that were given to me, negative or positive. I'm dealing with it the best way that I know how to deal with it. I have a lot of wisdom, Diana, because I've been through a lot. I was in foster care, indeed. I emancipated myself at the age of 16. I went to school, I had 2 classes. I paid a lady $300 a month to rent a room out while I was in school. I was in 10th grade. I was about to go to the 11th grade. 12th grade year, I graduated with honors. I graduated with honors. I didn't have a childhood. Didn't have a childhood. I had to take on adult responsibilities at a very young age. And I would probably say some positives and negatives comes with it. The positives that come with it is that I'm already in tune with who I am. And when situations come about, it doesn't scare me. It doesn't make me want to run. It makes me realize who I am, who I was before I found out I smelled. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say that you must train yourself all over again. You have to train yourself again to live like you did before you found out you smelled. Before you found out you smelled, you went on with your happy, dandy life. The minute somebody told you that you stink, you allowed them to take control of your emotions, and it broke you and it took a piece of you, and it just takes a piece out of you every time it happens. I've been through the stage already. I've been through the denial stage. I've been through the coping stage. Now, the stage that I am currently in today in 2018 is the accepting stage, where you operate off of God accepting and no longer fighting, realizing that God placed you in a situation to break you down, to make you. I'm going to say that again. You've been broke down to be made. You've been broken to be put in a situation of authority. Once again, when you're in this place of authority, your emotional state does not exist. Do not allow your emotions to keep you from a blessing. The minute that you learn to control your emotions, family, is the minute that you become a powerful individual. Can I please say that again? The minute that you get in control of your emotional state is the minute that you take your power back. Diana, thank you so much for saying that my confidence is contagious. And that's exactly what I want to put out there. It is contagious. Can I please get further and deeper with you, family, today? I would love to. I start my new work from home job on Monday, next Monday. I also have a medical transportation business. Okay. So I'm gonna make sure that my ends come in and my emotions don't get away of my money. I got bills to take care of. I have good days and I have bad days. I have days when I feel like I'm on top of the world. I have days that make me not want to get up in the morning. But when you have those down days, is it just me or does something happen that puts you back into reality and make you keep going? Whether it's kids, whether it's that bill that came in the mail. Yeah, you want to run away from this. You want to leave everything. You want to go to a shelter or do whatever. They're gonna kick you out the shelter because they ain't trying to go for that smell. So why not deal with what you got going on right now? Ace, you feel me? Your emotional state is what's messing you up. It's not the physical part of it. It's because you let other people control your emotions. You have to retrain yourself. Hey, Cece, you have to retrain yourself to go back to the way that you were thinking before you found out you smelt. I need you to go back to how you were before you found out you smelt. I want you all to listen to this message and I want you to get a little bit deeper with it. Listen to what I just said to you all. Break me to make me. Have you ever seen a person walk around like they're God and they thought that they were too good that nothing could happen to them? They thought they were invincible. And it took something extraordinary or something drastic to happen to them to bring them back to reality. Cece, how you doing? I'm glad you came. I've been wanting you in this. Um, break me to make me. The minute that you go through another insult or you feel like you are the elephant in the room, and that's for you, Cece, I want you to realize that you have been broken and humiliated to be made. You have been stripped down to nothing. You have been stripped down to literally be emotionally clueless to be made all over again. When you have been knocked down so far emotionally, your comeback is supposed to be your clap back. Hmm? Your comeback is supposed to be your clap back. Do not let your emotional state keep you from your destiny. One of my TMAU overcomers, she put that your difference is your destiny. You keep looking at the side effects that's so negative about TMAU. You better realize that you got to work with what you got, and there are some positive attributes. It makes you look at things from a realistic view. You can't fake anything. You can't pretend anything. Everything has to be realistic. And no disrespect, I would rather live my life realistically than believing in a lie every day of my life. I hope that makes sense. The key points that I went through today before I close is TMAU is an emotional disease. One must master self control to control his or her emotional state. The minute that you get in tune with your emotional state is the minute that you start winning. Break me to make me. We need to be broken down to be rebuilt. You are being broken to be placed in a higher spot of authority. When you're dealing with authority and you have power, you have to be broken. You cannot let one's word get in the way of what you have to do or completing your assignment or job assignment or whatever it is that you're doing. You cannot let a person have so much control of you on the emotional note that they just mess your whole day up. I mean, why should anybody get in the way of your money? Why should anybody get in the way with you paying your bills, you taking care of your kids? TMAU is not a physical issue. What's breaking you down is the emotional issue that comes with it, the depression, the waking up in the morning and not knowing whether to get out of bed or not, or what should I do, or who's gonna smell me today, or what kind of comment, or if I see this nice looking guy across the room, he sees what he like, and then he walk up on me and get a whiff of my breath or my body odor. He's not gonna be feeling me no more. Hey, no disrespect. If he was gonna feel you, he gonna feel you with or without the breath and body odor. If he gonna feel you, he gonna feel you whether you're going through hell, whether you're going through heaven. That's just the truth of the matter. Nobody is better than anybody with TMAU. TMAU can happen to anybody. Do not walk around great like you could have the best situation going on, best job, best house, best car, and then you automatically get a thorn stuck in your side and you say you don't know what to do. Exactly what you was doing before you found out that you smelt. Take your power back by being in tune with your emotions. You must be broken of pride, being a narcissist, or to think that you have been given more power than you truly possess, because we already know who possessed true power, the man upstairs. And the next thing that I covered for the people that came in late was the three different phases that you go through with TMAU: denial, coping, and accepting. Your denial, no, this ain't really happening to me. Indeed, if you go somewhere, somebody's gonna definitely let you know that this is real. They're gonna let you know, they're gonna cough, they're gonna let you know, they're gonna say something. You stink, you smell, whatever the case may be, they're gonna tell you. You can go through denial all you want to. You're gonna have to come up out of that stage if you want to be great. The coping, as I did state, the coping, the over analyzing. Why would somebody say something about me like that? Because I wouldn't say anything about it. Realize that everybody does not have the same heart that you have. Everybody does not think the way that you think. Do not expect greatness from everybody because you're great. Do not expect one to react how you would react. Everybody does not think the way that you think. Everybody's maturity level is not where yours is. So do not expect a whole lot out of people with TMAU. In fact, you need to expect disrespect on top of disrespect, because that's exactly how they look at us. You cannot control what others say or what they do to you while having this disease. But what you can control is your mind state, your emotional state. That's what gives you your power. They say you stink, you give them a compliment. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to do because they're so used to fighting fire with fire. But indeed, when you don't fall for it, you show how strong you are through showing how good you are at controlling your emotional state. Can I please give you a prime example today? I start my new job on Monday. It's a work from home job, and it's a worldwide company, so they have different agents in each state to meet up with the people before the training class start. So the lady that I had met, we met at a fast food place so that I can sign some documents for the company. Okay, and while I was talking to her, there was a guy in the background, and he was in back of me. He said that I sell incense, not incense. He said I sell body oils. He said, "Do you wear body oils?" I didn't even turn around and make eye contact with him. I said, "Nope." And I asked the lady that I was doing business with, I said, I'm sorry, ma'am, where exactly did you need me to sign my signature? Thank you. Completely in control of your emotional state, regardless whether he smelled anything or not, regardless if he randomly just asked me just to ask me because he did. He simply seen that I was conducting business with somebody. Why would you try to break up a business transaction with asking me, do I wear oils? It was an act of the devil. I don't know if any of you ever took a public speaking class. I took a public speaking class for business management, okay? I took a public speaking class, and there was a word that sticks out to me that is called noise. Anybody know what noise is in reference to public speaking? When you're giving a public speaking speech, the main thing that you want to do is to deliver a message. Okay, you want to deliver a message to your audience. Okay, so this is what ended up happening. Noise is conflict with the message that you are trying to deliver. Noise can be a cell phone, it can be a baby crying, it could be somebody having a sidebar conversation, it could be anything. Well, while I was conducting business with this lady, the man in back of me asking me, did I wear oils? He was the noise. It was completely up to me on how I wanted to conduct that noise. Did I want to turn around and put my emotions in it and snap on this guy? Or was I going to let him get in the way of my money and sign my John Hancock to ensure that I get more money? You get what I'm trying to say? The noise and confusion was the man. But because I didn't respond to him, he looked as stupid. And I had the power. Regardless of whether it was the devil trying to keep me from being blessed, I was in control of my emotional state. The only thing that he could do was walk out the door and look stupid. The lady that was in front of me, that was conducting business with me, she said, I love your personality. She said, you didn't even make eye contact or say anything. I asked her, well, who was he? I don't know who he is. I came here to conduct business. That noise in the background won't gonna stop me from focusing on what I needed to focus on. That is something considered noise. It's to distract you from your assignment. It was the devil tapping you on the shoulder, reminding you of what your weakness used to be. And because you didn't give it power, you were in complete control of your emotional state. Ooh, that's so deep. Yes, isn't it deep? In closing, I want to say that, and I don't know how you all are going to take this. I want to say this again. Break me to make me. If I have to be great, if I have to be broken in order to be great, please do break me. I've been through the storm. Everybody has a story. I have been through a lot of trials and tribulations. Break me to make me. Break me of any kind of pride. Break me from being a narcissist. Break me for thinking that nothing can happen to me or that I'm invincible like I'm Wonder Woman or something. Like I got superpowers. Break me. If you got to strip me of all of that to put me in the position that I need to be, because I know that my blessing is gonna be abundant, please break me. The next time you think about TMAU, I want you to think about the blessings that come with TMAU. While everybody is partying, smoking weed, getting drunk, socializing, mingling, be on your A game, running your business, making money, be in control of your emotional state. I want you to think about the positives that come with it. You were designed and predestined to have TMAU. I want you to take it as a stepping stone and as a power move and learn to be in control of your emotional state. I love you all. As I always say, I love you. I'm not going to stop loving you. And I also want to put out there, there's going to be a TMAU movement next year in February. It's going down. I don't want to hear no more sad stories. I don't want to hear about how much TMAU done held us back. If we want something done, it's strength in numbers. It's time for a movement. It's time for a movement. You can call it Million Man March, Black Panther. I don't care what you call it. It's time for a movement. Strength in numbers. When I tell you it's strength in numbers, believe me, it's strength in numbers. That movement needs to go down, and that's what I'm pushing for. A movement where we got to get in front of a social security building, whether we got to get in front of a hospital or a medical center, whatever it is that we need to promote TMAU, bring awareness to TMAU. There's no reason to complain no more about relationships. There's no reason to complain anymore about what's happening on jobs. It's time to make a change. People committing suicide. People are depressed. People going postal on people. Let's make it a strength. I would love for all of my TMAU members to be at that TMAU movement because I'm going to be front center. The reason why we have this is because we are strong. We were so busy educating the people who didn't care about us. What we should have been doing was confiding in each other, making a plan about how we going to do this movement. You sitting up there trying to educate somebody who's going to tell you stink anyway and tell the next person that they come into contact with that you stink. We need to be dealing with each other, exchanging information from each other. Forget them. Forget them. A movement must take place. It has to take place. If you don't stand for something, baby, you'll fall for anything. Had to get deep with y'all today. It was on my mind. I was driving in the car today. I was talking to my girlfriend, and my girlfriend, you know, she has TMAU, and she's in a place where she hasn't came to grips with it because I had it. I had it when I was younger. And I learned to deal with it when I was younger. She learned that she, you know, kind of had it in her 50s. And, you know, we was vibing, you know. I'm like, man, this is designed to break you, to put you in a place of authority. I was like, you may not think that, but that's what the realness of it is. Break me to make me. Humility equals greatness, ladies and gentlemen. Humility equals greatness. I love y'all. Contact me, Classy Lady, CLASSYLDY 83 at outlook.com. It's time for a movement. Contact me. I got a lot of love for y'all. You have a great day. God bless you. And when you go out there in the world today, be in complete control of your emotional state.